In this video, I'm going to show you how to accession a book into the library. So we go to the third item on the menu, Books, and we choose Accessioning Books. So every book in the library is given a unique accession number, and you don't have to keep track of those. The system keeps track for you. So if you look on the right-hand side, you'll see there are a whole lot of radio buttons. And the first one says Auto Accession Number. If you click on that, it fills in the next available accession number, which in this case is 210002. It doesn't have any meaning except traditionally the first two numbers are the year that the book has been accessioned, and this is the second book that has been accessioned in that year. You press enter and it jumps to ISBN number. You can record the ISBN number manually, or you can scan it into the system with the barcode scanner. And it has now jumped down to the condition of the book, and you will see there is a drop down arrow. If you click on that drop down arrow, you will see all the different options that you have. The three that you are going to use the most are new, used, tatty. And in this case, this is a new book, so I'm leaving it at new. I then press enter, and it jumps down to the barcode field, and you will see the barcode field is the same as the accession number automatically. I then press enter, and you have only three choices for category: fiction, fact, and reference. There they are in the drop-down menu, and the book we are putting in this morning is a fiction book. You have a choice for short, medium, or long loans, or never to be issued. Most of your books are going to be medium loan books. And the cursor is now in the space for the title. And the book that we are putting in now is called Sadako and 1,000 Paper Cranes. So we type it in, Sadako and the 1,000 Paper Cranes. Press enter, and we come to the call number. Now the call number has got three parts: prefix, dewey, and suffix. The prefix is if the book is in a special collection. For example, you could have J for junior, you could have R for reference, but this is just a normal fiction book, so I'm not filling in any prefix. The normal dewey number for English fiction is 826, and I press enter, and the suffix is the first three letters of the author's surname, and this author is called Coe, C-O-E. Not worried about the addition, and I come down to the author. Now everywhere in the system there are codes, so you can just enter the first 5 letters, and that code has been created to give you a description. So there you can see the code, first 5 letters in capitals, and there is the description. In another video, I will show you how to create new codes if the codes are not already in the system. The language of the book is English, and the material type is book. So material type means it could be a book, it could be a globe, it could be a video, and that is as far as you need to go in order to use the system. Everything else is an optional extra. But we are going to go through all the fields just so that you understand what your options are. So there is the code for book, and there is the description. Fiction type refers to the things that the children ask for. Have you got funny books? Have you got love books? So this is a historical book, and so we're going to give the fiction type of historical, and the code is HISTO, the first 5 letters. When we press enter, there you can see the code. The fiction type is historical. The publisher of this book, you can always find the publisher on the title page at the center in the bottom. The publisher of this book is Putnam's, so we're going to put the first 5 letters in capitals, and when we press enter, there is the publisher in the system already. Not filling in an illustrator. If you want the supply, now notice that if we leave a field blank, it fills in for us illustrator not allocated. If we don't want to put in the supplier, it would leave it as supplier not allocated. But I got this book from Wordsworth, so I put in the code, and there is the description. Not worried about editor, and we're not interested in location, because in most cases the location is going to be the library. But that field is there for schools that don't have a library, and some books are under the stairs, and some are under the stage, and some are in the hall, so we're going to leave that blank. This book is not one of a series, but if it were, we would put in a code for the series. For example, Harry Potter, the code would be HARRY. And if it is a series, sometimes they have a number assigned to them. You can put the series number. The next field is year published, and this book was published in 1977, and there are 65 pages in the book. All of this is optional information. Reading age is a little bit descriptive, so I don't fill it in, because you get older children who've got a younger reading age, and you get young children who've got an older reading age. Kit, collection, refers to the situation where you have like a box, and it has a book, a globe, a map, a picture. That would be a kit. So I put N for not applicable, and because this is not a kit. I've now jumped down to alpha accession. Now, only in exceptional circumstances would you have alphanumeric accession numbers, in which case you could fill them in here, and there's a cross-reference to the ordinary accession number. We're leaving that blank, and we have a field called own usage. In this case, it's got gold star, but we don't use that, so I'm leaving that set to no. Difficulty level could be A, B, C, D, E, F, or G, and I'm not putting that into the system. The price is the initial price you paid for the book. You just fill in 250, and when you press enter, it adds the 0.00. The accession date, you will see, has been filled in automatically. It takes the date off the computer and fills it in. Now, block code is not filled in at this stage. This is if you want to reserve a set of books, like you want to keep all the Van Gogh books for the art grade 8s, but we're not filling that in now. And weeded is when you want to dispose of a book, when you want to take it out of the library altogether. The library term is weeded, and if you want to weed a book, it's had coffee spilt over it, all the pages are stuck together, or some pages have been torn out, you would go to the accession number of the book, and you would fill in the date that you weeded that book. It would then disappear from everywhere in the system, but it would still appear in the accessions register, but in the last column it would have the date weeded. So we have now accessioned a fiction book. That is all the information in, and I'm now going to click on save, and that book would now be in the library. We can also print out barcodes for the books, but I will show you that in a different video. So we click on Save or F4, and that book is now